Hi, this is Wayne Horman from Landmark Seed. Today's September 15th. We're going to take a look at another area that we seeded with the Verge Pollinator mix. This seeding took place in July. An area that I would describe as the edge of my lawn ends up bordering a wetland area, though it isn't very wet at this time of year with all the drought. But I want to show you what it looked like with just the seeding in July, no irrigation and no rainfall, and you know how it survived and what actually happened to it. So here we go. So as I mentioned, today's September 15th, and this is the Verge Pollinator area that I planted. You'll see much taller plants. Those were planted as plants and not by seed. We will try to create more of a wildflower native area versus just a verge. Though I wanted to put in grasses here because there is a pretty steep slope here, difficult to mow as you transition that way. And as I mentioned, wanted something low maintenance to maintain and kind of transition into this. So let's take a closer look at this. So you will see a lot of yellow in this picture, and that's where I sprayed the nutsedge. Burned it down. When I seeded this in July, not a lot of moisture. It was bare soil because I had killed off the area. We planted some of the taller plants you can see out here that are caged in some cases. And we were trying to create a little bit more of a very low maintenance, maybe mowed once a year. And what we got is a lot of nutsedge. However, as we look closer, there's a bunch of fine fescue in there, and there's actually some poppies that came through with the dry conditions. I mean, there were a couple of rain events that at least got the soil moist, but not for very long. But I'm very pleased. The fine fescue really did well in this situation. And again, you can see the transition there with the nutsedge dying out. But very pleased with how this came through. And today on September 15th, I just threw some more seed down, Verge Pollinator mix. Again, this is going to be something that we only maintain maybe once a year as far as mowing it down. One other area that I just recently seeded was this, you can see it out in front of us where the yellow is. That again is nutsedge that's dying. Just seeded this area as well. It was also seeded in July, and so you can see patches of fine fescue and a little bit of wildflowers that are in there. As you can see, behind it is that steep hill, and I'm going to be transitioning that out next spring, and that's going to become a Verge Pollinator mix as well, without the native plants being planted into it. Meaning, I'm not going to be buying plants and trying to create the same landscape that I have in the previous videos. But looking forward to this because it is very difficult to mow that area. And as you can see, other people don't maintain it or mow it, and then we transition into the wetland alongside it. So we'll definitely keep you posted on how this turns out as well. Thanks for listening.